What's going on, everybody? Today we've got a brand new tactic here on the channel for you, one that actually blew me away. It is a defensive 4-2-3-1 that I tested with Barcelona as well as Las Palmas, and I can't believe what it did with Barcelona especially. So as we can see here, won the quadruple with Barcelona. We won the league on 96 points, 1 point more than Real Madrid because Real Madrid's insane. Then you got the Champions League win over Man City, won the Copa del Rey, and the Supercopa de España. However, what blew me away was one number, and that number was our goals against. 10 goals conceded the entire season in La Liga. That is absolutely insane. Like that's record-breaking numbers right there. And the best part is when you look at the numbers, players were still producing. Lewandowski was too shy of 60 goals. He had 58 goals in 58 games. Dani Olmo with 23 goals. You got Pedri at 22, Rafinha at 17, Ronald Araujo 15 from set pieces, of course. Then you got Rafinha with 30 assists, Pedri with 19, Olmo 18, Frankie de Jong with 15, and Gavi with 11. But then we moved to Las Palmas, and Las Palmas, they're supposed to finish in 18th, and they ended up finishing in 5th with this tactic. They're not scoring a heck of a lot of goals, but they are doing well enough to squeak by and get the results that they need to finish in a Europa League spot. Now, what sucked with some of the players during this test with Las Palmas is that they got recalled from their loans, which don't know why, because I was trying to play them as much as possible through the testing. But Sandro was the only one with double-digit goals. I'm pretty sure Adnan Januzaj also had double-digit goals, but he got recalled because he was performing well. And assist-wise, just everything was super well-rounded, and they were doing enough, playing well enough, to make sure that they finished in the Europa League spot. And we're going to look at the data hub really quickly for Las Palmas as well as Barcelona. And Las Palmas, it doesn't really do it justice how good this tactic is because they aren't at that level of a Barcelona, but they're still, being that they're projected to finish in 18th, they only conceded a goal per game. And that is pretty darn good. And when you're able to concede a goal or less per game, you're going to have a lot of success, as we saw that they did by finishing in a Europa League spot. But now we look at Barcelona, where they were scoring 2.5 or more goals per game and conceding 0.26. That is absolutely crazy numbers. Like they literally basically were not conceding goals. And another stat that's wild, it's from their matchups against Real Madrid. Now, Real Madrid, we know, unbelievable. They were a point behind Barcelona within this test. But they did not score a single goal on Barcelona the entire time, and Barcelona outscored them 13-0 between all competitions and all the games that they played against each other. So now that leads us to the tactic. This is what we are working with. It's a narrow 4-2-3-1. Instead of having wingers, you got 3 attacking midfielders. You got the advanced forward up top, 2 shadow strikers outside of an advanced playmaker. You then have a ball-in midfielder with a segundo volante. Then you have 2 wing backs, 2 ball-playing defenders, and a sweeper keeper. And I can tell you right now, this back line of the wing backs and the ball-playing defenders, as well as the sweeper keeper, they are all on the defend duty. It is what helped them do as well as they did. Not just Barcelona, but Las Palmas as well. You have the ball-winning midfielder and segundo volante, one, once again, pretty defensive. The other, a more creative type role. Then you have the pretty creative type role in the advanced playmaker with 2 shadow strikers and an advanced forward. Now, what is nice about these shadow strikers, yes, we don't have wingers, but they're going to act like wingers that start narrow and go out wide. I instruct them to move into channels and roam from position and to go wider. So they're going to more so be out here, which is pretty awesome. The advanced forward likes to move into channels. The advanced playmaker on attack, they like scoring goals, so they're probably going to be in around here. This is how it'll end up looking when they're all in towards the box. You then have that ball-winning midfielder go up, and the segundo volante go up, and then you have an umbrella of defense with the ball-playing defenders and the wingbacks. These wingbacks on defend, they aren't going to cross from the byline. They are going to be staying wider, but they are going to cross from deep. So they're going to be hitting the segundo. They're going to be hitting the ball winner, the advanced playmaker, the striker, and the shadow strikers. They are going to be crossing from probably within this range to this range. So from right in here, this is where you're going to see a lot of balls played in from them. And it is absolutely busted and a lot of fun to watch as well. And I think this tactic is perfect for one that if you're trying to have a tactic be your foundation and you just build and build and build with it, this is the one to go with. So, tactical file that you're going to be looking for in the Discord, Gormy's 4231 Trifecta. I will be linking my Discord down below. That is where you can download the tactic from in the download section of the Discord. If you don't happen to have Discord, or if you're on console, feel free to just copy the tactic on over from the video today. I'll be going over all the instructions, all that good stuff. And I know some of you just skipped straight to the tactic. So what I was just saying previously, this is a tactic that you need to have as like a foundation tactic and you build up, especially those of you that want to concede less and less and less goals the better your team gets. This is going to be the tactic that helps you do that. It is pretty darn defensive, as you can see, with an entire back line of roles on defend. It is very, very good. And we start with the advanced forward on attack up top. We got the shadow strikers on attack as well. Advanced playmaker on attack. Ball winning midfielder on support, Segundo Volante on support, wingbacks on defend, ball playing defenders on defend, sweeper keeper also on defend. The advanced forward on attack was left as is. Those shadow strikers on attack have crosses aimed at center, shoot more often, roam from position, stay wider, tackle harder, and mark specific position. These shadow strikers are going to be marking your opponent's center backs. The left shadow striker will mark the opposing right center back, and the right shadow striker will be marking the opposing left center back. And for those of you that may not know how to do that, you simply just go into the role, go to instructions, mark specific position. You will have your left shadow striker for the DCR, the right shadow striker for the DCL. The advanced playmaker on attack has crosses aimed at center, roam from position, move into channels, and tackle harder. Segundo Volante on support has dribble more, move into channels, and tackle harder. The ball win midfielder on support has dribble more. Both wingbacks on defend have crosses aimed at center, stay wider, and tackle harder. Those ball playing defenders on defend have dribble more and tackle harder. And the sweep keeper on defend has take fewer risks. The mentality that this tactic is played with is a balanced mentality. I definitely suggest going balanced. Go positive or attacking within the match if you feel you need to, but this tactic performs very, very well with balance, as we can tell from Las Palmas as well as Barcelona. Now, when we are in possession, we have fairly narrow attacking with us. It is a narrow 4-2-3-1. We focus play through the middle due to our numbers through the middle. We play out from the defense. We work the ball into the box and use low crosses in the final third. Shorter passing directness, slightly higher tempo as well. When in transition, we counter press and counter, distributing quickly to the fullbacks and center backs by rolling the ball out. When we're out of possession, we have a high press line of engagement, higher defensive line, and more often trigger press. And when it comes to the level of ability needed to play this sort of tactic, if you have a very solid defensive core within your side, you're going to do amazing. Just like you saw with Barcelona. If you're an elite type side, it's going to help you play elite type football. If you are a mid-table type side, you are going to have to build an elite level defense at least to get the most out of this tactic. If you are a relegation fodder type side like a Las Palmas, yes, you can definitely overachieve with it. You're not going to be conceding only 10 goals in a season like Barcelona did, but you're going to have to build up to that level. And that is kind of what we want within a tactic, one that we can build our side with over multiple seasons, and once we are at our best, we are just unstoppable, and that's what this tactic provides. And when it comes to tactical tweaks, there's only one tactical tweak that I would suggest making, and it is to one role. If you don't want to have an advanced playmaker on attack, even though they are pretty darn good, simply just have another shadow striker on attack. That's all that you should really have to change there. You could also probably do an attacking midfielder on attack, but you want pretty aggressive attacking options, and I think the advanced playmaker, with how it plays, even though it's supposed to mainly focus on playmaking, does very well at contributing goals to the point that they're almost on par, if not performing better than shadow strikers do at times. But that kind of front four here is absolutely unbelievable. But there we have it for today's tactic. If you did enjoy and wish to give this tactic a go, once again, I'll be linking my Discord down below in the description. That is where you can download the tactic from within the download section of the Discord. So, if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is 100% free, so on that sub button. Right now on screen will be popping up some of the most recent videos if you wish to give those a look yourselves. Until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.